think, well, what do you set against the suffering of your life? Well, the adventure of your life. That's what you set against it. It's not safety. You forget about that. There's no safety for mortals, that's for sure. And besides, safety? That's what you want? You don't want that. You want adventure. So then the question is, where's adventure to be found? In exploitation. Well, try it and see. Hell is to be found in exploitation. How about truth?
Who thinks adventure is to be found in exploitation?
Well, that's kind of the claim that everything's about power. Everything's motivated by power.
Is that really what people say, though? Who says that?
Well, the postmodernists all say that.
That's such a silly expression.
Yeah, but that is what they,
what about love? Is love motivated by power?
Yes. That's why they distrust love.
Is art motivated by power?
Yes, so it's the mouthpiece of political ideology.
When you're making paintings, that's motivated by power?
Yes, because you want to climb up the socioeconomic status hierarchy.
By painting? Play the stock market. That's ridiculous.
You're just not very good at it.
Okay, what about music?
Same thing.
Motivated by power?
You bet. Everything's motivated by power. Well, that was the answer that came out of France in the 1970s, and that was the answer that all the universities accepted. Everything's... Why do you think that the whole cultural critique is patriarchal oppression?
Don't you think that that is done a lot by people that have not taken those chances, that diminishing of effort by calling a painter or a musician and saying that those people are motivated by power? These are from career intellectuals who don't venture outside of the universities.
They don't venture outside the prisons of their own imagination.
Or the echo chambers that exist.
Yeah. No, I think a tremendous amount of it. So I mean, this was Nietzsche's observation and Orwell's too, is that a lot of that's motivated by resentment. Tremendous amount of it.
I think that's 100% true. And I think we should be very careful people who aren't charitable. Very careful people who aren't nice. And people that, I mean, there's people that make a career just insulting and shitting on people all the time, and they never can look at things from that person's perspective.
Well, that is the expression of power then.
Yes.
Yeah. I always think you think everything's about power. It's like, that's a confession, buddy.
The problem with that is it attacks your own perceptions of yourself.
Yes.
Because you know who you are. You know what you're doing. You know, if you're just doing that.
Well, what attitude do you have to yourself if you believe the only true expression of human existence is to be found in the will to power?
It's crazy.
Like, okay, you're a psychopath.
Right. Well, it's
and even more when you're pretending not to be.
Exactly.
God, a dismal viewpoint.
What about friendship? Like, is that power too?
It's all manipulation.
That's great. That's a person who's never hung out with good buddies.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The best part of friendships is laughing and joking around with each other.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's the play, for sure, absolutely.
It's the best part.
Yeah, well, so you know, if you're in a humorless group, what's going on. But that's the same thing as killing the comedians. It's the same thing.
That is an issue with people without humor. That is a problem, because if they're not capable of generating it themselves, they resent it.
Well, that's another reason why I trust you. I've watched your comedy specials. It's like, oh yeah, he's funny. He's actually funny, like seriously funny.